believe.
Hey, what is up, you sexy beasts? My name is Shadowfax, and or Louise, whichever you want to call me. And today, guys, first off, let me just say sorry for not posting a video for 5 days. My life has suddenly become extremely chaotic. Basically, I always do overtime at work. If you don't know, I work in a care home with the elderly. And I always do overtime every month. Like last month, I did 38 hours overtime on top of my full-time hours. Because, you know, got to get that money and, you know, saving up for Christmas. But at the end of this month, I've got 2 weeks annual leave, and when you're on annual leave, they only pay you basically base rate. So my boss came to me and was like, "Do you want any overtime for October?" And I was like, "Yeah, throw it at me, absolutely throw it at me." And she was like, "All right then." And I've suddenly realised I'm on a 19-day stretch. I think it's actually a little bit more than that, but I'm already a few days in. But at the moment, it's a 19-day stretch, so I'm not getting a day off for the next 19 days. And for the last few days, my shifts have been a little bit chaotic. I'm usually on the late shifts with a few early shifts here and there. I've been late shift, early shift, but I've been all over the place. Going from a late shift to an early shift, it's horrible. But now it's starting to calm down again, and I should be, apart from one day, because I've swapped with someone, for the rest of the week, I should be on late shifts. So hopefully, fingers crossed, things will start to calm down now, because I am absolutely bloody knackered. And yesterday, I did a 10-hour shift, and it absolutely whacked me out. Then I had to go and see to my horses afterwards, which knackered me out again. And also, I'm the activities coordinator at work now, so I have to get the old dudes doing some activities. And we've been doing a lot of something called musical movements, which is basically we put music on, and we've been giving them like musical instruments like maracas and stuff, getting them shaking them, getting them doing a little boogie. I've been teaching my old dudes the Macarena, and they're loving it, but I'm absolutely knackered now. So I did an early shift today. I came home, I had a little sleep, and now at 8:20 in the evening, I am cooking rack of lamb for dinner. So I'm doing a roast dinner. Very, very late, because my alarm, I came home from work, was like, I'm going to have a little nap, put my alarm set, and it didn't go off, so I slept a lot longer than I was supposed to, and now dinner's going to be late, so, yeah. So I'm doing this commentary quickly while my rack of lamb is slowly cooking in the oven. But anyway, guys, basically, I want to talk about something very quickly today. I watched a commentary from someone called Bansaw the Hedgehog. Cool name, right? I know. But for some reason, I always fuck up his name and call him Banshaw, but I'm pretty sure it's Bansaw. Forgive me. But basically, he is a really great commentator. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. And he did a commentary saying, basically, where are the dedicated servers for Call of Duty? And basically, yeah, where are they? They've been talking about them for a while, but we never really seem to have them. They reckon there's some in Black Ops 2, but I highly doubt it. The amount of lag in that game is unreal. But their main gripe, Activision, is that it would cost too much to have dedicated servers. Now, how come they can't give us dedicated servers when Battlefield can? Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Call of Duty is actually making more money than Battlefield ever is, but Battlefield still is able to give us dedicated servers, and they're able to rent out servers, and it just makes things 10 times better. There's so much less lag. And what it really comes down to is Activision are greedy bastards. They are money whores, and they are making so much money out of Call of Duty, and they are still not wanting to give back to the Call of Duty community that are making them rich bastards, honestly. Because I bought World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 on the PC. Now, I got them for £8 each, which isn't a bad price considering they're all quite old games now. And but to get them at that cheap price, I had to go to cdkeys.com and buy the codes off of there. If I'd gone and bought them directly off of Steam, I would have been paying nearly full price for them. Bearing in mind, like, Black Ops 1 is 5 years old, World at War is about 7 years old, and Black Ops 2 is about 3 years old. So it's absolutely ridiculous how much money that they are still charging for these games. And if you bought them off of Steam, the PSN store, or Xbox Live store, you'd be paying nearly full price. And there are people that are new to Call of Duty that are going and paying these prices. And I was looking up, because World at War, if you buy it on the PC, for some reason you get the DLC with it, which I think is really good. But if you bought it off of for Xbox or PlayStation, you wouldn't get that DLC. So I've already got the DLC for World at War, but I wanted it for Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So I started looking up prices. Now, I couldn't really find the DLC on sites like G2A or anything like that, so I have to go to Steam to get them. Now, there was no Season Pass when Black Ops 1 was out, so you're looking at paying £11.49 for each DLC. They were 15 quid when the game came out, and they're still... Hello, phone. They're still looking at charging you £11.49. All this time later. They're giving you hardly any amount of discount is absolutely stupid. And when I looked up the Black Ops 2 Season Pass so I could get all the DLC, I paid 40 quid for that back in the day. They want 35 quid now. So you're getting a £5 saving on a 3-year-old game. How stupid is that? It's absolutely ridiculous. They are so money hungry, it's unreal. And they've made so much money, even out of Ghosts they made money, and Advanced Warfare with those advanced supply drop shit that everyone was spending hundreds of pounds on. They've made so much money, and yet they don't want to give back to us. And the fact that they're still charging so much for all this DLC, why are they not doing it like Titanfall? Titanfall, as soon as the game had run its life cycle, they gave, as a thank you to the people that had bought their game and played it, they gave the DLC for free. Why can't Call of Duty do that? That would at least be something given back to us. But where are the dedicated servers? So that we can get rid of this whole thing of lag, which Call of Duty, let's face it, is quite famous for. So it really just annoys me that Activision are making so much money out of our community, out of the Call of Duty community, and yet they don't want to give anything back. They just say it costs too much, when actually they are just big fat rich bastards. So it really annoys me that. And the thing is, it's the Call of Duty community. We all bitch and moan about them, but if we just stood up all together and said, look, do what we want, like, or we're going to boycott you. I don't mean that as aggressive as do as we say. But I mean, like, you know, we could turn around and say, look, we want dedicated servers. We've been waiting years for them. If you don't do something to allow us to have dedicated servers, then we're going to boycott your franchise. We don't do that. We don't all just stand up together and let them realise that without us, the fans, they are nothing. Because at the end of the day, they are. If we don't play their game, they've got nothing. There's no point in them making the game. But instead, we just bitch and moan and do nothing about it. So anyway, guys, that's been my rant on it. Be sure to go over and check out Bandsaw the Hedgehog. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. I'm going to go and eat my roast dinner. I love you. Bye.